What if I told you that 14 men climbed into 5 perfectly functioning aircraft one afternoon and then simply vanished into thin air? No distress signals, no wreckage, no bodies, nothing. Like they flew straight through a door in the sky that closed behind them. If you enjoy real unsolved cases like this, subscribe to Real Mystery and tell me what you think really happened.
December 5th, 1945, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's 2:10 in the afternoon, and 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers are warming up their engines. These aren't flimsy little planes. These are beasts, massive Navy bombers, each one carrying 3 experienced crew members. 14 men total, led by Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a decorated pilot with over 2,500 hours of flight time. This is supposed to be a milk run, a simple navigation training exercise called Navigation Problem Number 1. Fly east into the Atlantic, practice bombing runs, then head north and back home. 2 hours max. They'd be back before dinner. The weather? Perfect. Clear skies, calm winds, visibility for miles. Everything is routine. Everything is normal. But here's where it gets weird. At 3 p.m., less than an hour into the flight, the radio tower picks up a transmission from Lieutenant Taylor, and what he says makes absolutely no sense. "My compasses are out," he reports. His voice sounds confused, maybe a little panicked. "I'm not sure where we are. I think we're somewhere over the Florida Keys, but I don't know how we got here." Wait, the Florida Keys? That's south. They were supposed to be east, then north. How do 5 planes with experienced crews all end up in completely the wrong direction? The radio operators try to guide them back. "Fly north," they say. Simple, right? But Taylor refuses. He keeps insisting the land he's seen below him doesn't look right. He says it looks strange, unfamiliar. And here's the thing, this is a man who knows Florida's coastline like the back of his hand. He's flown these routes hundreds of times. So what is he seeing down there that's so wrong? The minutes tick by. 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30. The transmissions become more desperate. The pilots are arguing among themselves now. Some want to fly west toward land. Taylor keeps turning them east, deeper into the Atlantic. Why? What is he thinking? Other pilots are heard saying, "If we just fly west, we'll hit land." But Taylor overrides them. He's the commander, they follow his orders. Then the weather turns. What was a clear, beautiful day becomes violent. Winds pick up, visibility drops, and the fuel gauges, they're falling toward empty. 5:50 p.m. The last transmission. Taylor's voice comes through the static. "We'll fly just a few more minutes to the east. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together." Those are the last words anyone ever hears from Flight 19. At 7:04 p.m., a massive search and rescue operation launches. 13 aircraft, multiple ships, hundreds of men scouring the ocean. They search all night. They search for days, then weeks. They cover over 250,000 square miles of ocean and coastline. They find nothing. Not a single piece of wreckage, not a life raft, not a seat cushion, not an oil slick. Nothing. But wait, it gets stranger. One of the search planes, a PBM Mariner flying boat with 13 crew members aboard, also vanishes that same night. 23 seconds after takeoff, a ship reports seeing an explosion in the sky. But when they reach the location, nothing. No debris, no survivors. So now we have 27 men and 6 aircraft gone in one day. The Navy investigation that followed couldn't explain it. Their official report originally said causes or reasons unknown. They later changed it to pilot error, but even they didn't sound convinced. How do you explain 5 planes with working radios, experienced crews, and calm weather simply vanishing? How do compasses fail on all 5 aircraft simultaneously? What did Taylor see below him that looked so wrong he refused to fly toward land? Some say the planes ran out of fuel and crashed into the Atlantic, sinking to the bottom in waters too deep to search. Makes sense, right? Except the Avenger was designed to float for quite a while. Someone should have gotten out. Someone should have been found. Others point to the Bermuda Triangle, that mysterious stretch of ocean between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico where ships and planes have been disappearing for centuries. Magnetic anomalies, underwater methane eruptions, time warps? It sounds crazy, but when you can't find even a single bolt from 6 aircraft, you start wondering. Some theorists go even further, talking about extraterrestrial intervention, parallel dimensions, government experiments gone wrong. And while those sound far-fetched, they had to come from somewhere. Something about this case made even skeptics pause. 79 years later, Flight 19 remains one of aviation's greatest unsolved mysteries. 14 men took off on a sunny December afternoon for a routine training flight. 2 hours later, they were gone, vanished, as if they'd never existed at all. The ocean keeps its secrets, and somewhere, out there in the deep Atlantic, 5 Avenger bombers might still be resting on the seafloor, a tomb for 14 men who simply wanted to go home for dinner. So what do you think happened? Did they run out of fuel and crash? Was Taylor so disoriented he led them in the wrong direction? Or is there something else we're missing? Let me know in the comments what you think really happened to Flight 19.